Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining. Good to have you all. Please turn on the videos. And this is the last session for the Yoga for Unity. So we had 16 different sessions so far and different organizations bringing different styles of yoga. And today we have Karya Siddhi Hanuman Temple present Datta Kriya Yoga, including asanas meditation for kids and adults. The Karya Siddhi Hanuman Temple is based in Dallas area. Today's yoga teacher is Yeshwanth Reddy. Yesh works as a database engineer for a national bank. He is a certified RYT 500. Yesh incorporates intentional movement with breath and focus. Focus on stilling the mind in his class. Thank you for joining us, Yashi. Welcome. And today's theme is heart opening class. So let's open our hearts to radiate the wholeness from within. So it's over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So, let's start with an opening prayer by bowing down to our guru, whoever it might be, in whichever form you might think. So, starting with the starting prayers. Sri Bhuyuta Sri Hari Chinhitabhyam Agastya Rekhadibhiranchitabhyam Nigudha Bijakshara Mudritabhyam Namo Namah Sadguru Padukabhyam Mooladharam Tada Swadhishtanam Cha Manipurakam Anahatam Vishuddhakyamagnya Chakram Vidyurbuddha Tavadharaswarupani Kona Chakrani Parvati Trikona Rupini Shaktir Bindurupa Shiva Smrutaha Avinabhava Sambandhas Tasmat Bindu Trikonayo Harihi Om. Let's begin in a seated pose. It can be, you can take a crisscross your legs or half lotus or full lotus. Whenever you're in your full lotus, try to bring your palms to your knees, rooting down into your sits bones, lengthen up through the spine, have your chest out, and let's start with Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. This breath is used to increase that internal heat and build up that energy, heat energy. So for this, we'll be breathing just through our nose, sealing down our lips. Inhale gently into your nostrils, into your chest. And then as you exhale, have a slight constriction behind your throat. And exhale out through your nose as if you're fogging up a pane of glass in front of your face. So you need to be able to hear out your exhales very loud and clear. I'll show you just a couple of times. Inhale. So as you exhale, you need to be able to hear your exhales really clearly and loudly. Once you're with your Ujjayi breath, let's take a couple of breaths like that. Inhale, filling up your chest, and exhale. One more like that. Inhale, filling up your chest into your belly. And as you exhale, constriction behind your throat. Take your right hand to your left knee and bring your left hand behind your low back and take a twist towards your left side body. As you take the twist, peel open your left side shoulder and try to look towards the back of the room. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale, both arms up. Try to see if you're able to interlace your fingers. Inhale up. And as you exhale, drop your right hand behind your low back, left hand to your right knee, and open up your chest, open up your heart, taking that side twist towards the right side, peeling open your back shoulder towards the back side. Inhale, coming back to center, interlacing your fingers once again. Go deeper this time as you twist towards the left. Go deeper than your last time. Try to see if you're able to open your shoulder and look towards the back. As you inhale, come back to the center, interlacing your fingers. Once again, twisting. Coming back to center, both your palms to your knees. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. And as you exhale, bring both your hands behind your low back and try to see if you are able to lift your chest and look towards the ceiling. Inhale, you may just stay here or pushing into your hands and palms. Try to lift your hips up as you open your chest and open your heart, looking towards the ceiling. Inhale, and as you exhale, come down. Bring your arms to the front. Switch your shin bones. So whichever shin is on the opposite side will come to the front. And then once again, we're dropping down our palms behind the low back. And as you inhale, lift your hips up, opening up your chest, opening up your heart, look towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, gently come down. Taking seated cat and cows. So palms on your knees. Inhale, open your chest, look towards the ceiling. Seated cow. And as you exhale, looking towards your belly button, chin to your chest. Seated cat. Having that curve in the spine. As you inhale, open up, seated cow. Bittilasana in Sanskrit. And as you exhale, curving your spine, cat pose or Majarasana. One more time like that. Inhale, Bittilasana. And as you exhale, Majarasana. Coming back to center. Whenever you're ready, uncross your feet and meet me in a box pose. Taking hip circles in one direction. Make these circles as wide as possible, as big as possible, reaching the four corners of the mat if possible. Taking those circles in the opposite side. We are still with our Ujjayi breath and try to see if you are able to hear your exhales as you are moving on the mat. For 2, 1, meet me back in a neutral box, shoulders over your wrists and hips over your knees. As you inhale, extend your right arm to the front and kick your left foot off the mat, parallel to the mat. Spinal balance. Inhale, extend, pointing your fingers and toes in the opposite direction. And as you exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. Hold it. Inhale, extend. And as you exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. A few more times like that. Inhale. Just a couple of rounds of breaths. You can go fast or you can go slow at your pace. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. And as you exhale, this time we'll hold for 2 breaths here. And if you are holding, try to see if you're able to take micro pulses from knee to elbow. For 2, 1, inhale, extend. And try to see if you're able to bend your left knee. And see if you're able to grab your left foot with your right hand. Opening up, looking towards your big toe. This is called tiger's pose or Vyagrasana. Inhale, extend. And as you exhale, release. And just drop your hand and spin your right shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. And come to a supported side plank onto your right side. And now see if you're able to float your foot once again. And let's take those knee to elbows once again. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, stay there. Or see if you are able to catch your foot once again. Opening your heart this time, looking towards the ceiling. Or if you're able to look towards your big toe, once again, really pushing hard into your right side palm. For 2, 1, inhale, extend. And as you exhale, coming down to that side plank. And as you come up, coming to a gate pose, bring both your hands on the inside of your left foot and spin your right shin parallel to the long edge of the mat. And try to see if you're able to come into half splits, moving back and forth. So now we are facing the back of the mat. Moving back and forth in that lizard pose, taking half splits. You may fall down onto your forearms and try to see if you're able to bend your right knee and grab it on. This is called a crooked monkey variation or Vakra Hanuman Asana in Sanskrit. Opening up and release. Bring your left foot back and meeting me in a box pose facing the back of the mat. Once again, taking those hip circles as wide as possible. Keep breathing. And taking those circles, hip circles in the opposite direction. Meet me back in the center, in a neutral box. So shoulders are over your wrists. And once again, make sure your hips are over your knees. This time, extend your left arm to the front and kick your right arm to the back, right foot to the back side of the mat. Essentially, this is the front side. Inhale, extend. And as you exhale, once again, knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. And as you exhale, hold your knee to elbow. And if you're holding, try to make those tiny pulses for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extend. And as you exhale, try to see if you can bend your knee and catch your foot with your hand, kicking the foot into the hand. And try to see if you're able to look at your big toe. For 2, 1. Inhale, extend. And as you exhale, just bring your arm down. And as you bring your foot to the mat, spin your left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat and come into a supported side plank on the left side. And as you inhale, float your foot, right foot off the mat. Inhale, extend. And as you exhale, crunch, knee to elbow. Couple more like that. Inhale, extend. And this time, as you exhale, bend your knee and grab your foot with your hand, kicking the hand into the foot. You may look at the ceiling or towards the big toe. Holding for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. Open up, coming all the way to the front. Take a bend in your right knee. Spin your left shin towards the back and come to a modified lizard pose. This time you're facing the front of the mat. Once again, try to see if you're able to take that half splits, stretching your hamstrings, moving back and forth for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, you can stay right here or drop down onto your forearms, bending your back knee and taking that crooked monkey variation once again, opening up your heart. Try to see if you're able to bring the heel closer to your glutes as you open your heart, opening up your chest for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. And let's come back to the box once again. Taking a few cat and cows. You're facing the front of the mat. Inhale, cow, look towards the ceiling, dropping the belly down. And as you exhale, cat. Couple more in silence. Try to listen to your breath, listen to your exhales. And whenever you're ready, try to tuck your toes, pushing into your palms, floating your knees off the mat. Try to sway from side to side, dropping your hips as you sway your knees away. Slowly start to pedal your feet and pike your hips up. Pedaling your feet, piking those hips up. Let's all meet in a downward facing dog. Whenever you're ready, stop pedaling the feet. And we are in our downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk your palms, 2 palm prints back, close to your feet. Bring your right palm in between. Bend your right knee and try to take a twist, opening towards the left. And if you're in your twist, see if you're able to take a half bind. Once again, we are trying to open the heart in this class. So focus all your energy on the Anahata chakra in between your chest for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, if you took that half bind, release and back to center. This time, take the bend in your left knee, bring your left palm to the mat, and take the twist on the opposite direction. And if you took that half bind, see if you're able to take it on this side as well. Holding for 2, 1. Inhale, extend, and as you exhale, release. Walk your palms to the front. Once again, meeting in that downward facing dog. Slowly lift your heels off the mat, coming up onto your tippy toes. Walk both your feet on your tippy toes all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. As you inhale, we'll come into a chair pose, Utkatasana, by bending your knees. Arms up, look up. And coming into our chair pose, Utkatasana. You can stay right here or start to float your heels off the mat in your Utkatasana. Inhale, and as you exhale, try to swing your upper body to the front. and coming into a diverse pose, arms by your side body. You may have that bend in your knees or try to straighten your knees. Coming into that full diverse pose. If you are floating your heels off the mat, you can stay there and try to see if you can bring your hips all the way down into coming into a toe stand. Your heels are still floating. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your palms underneath your heels and try to inhale, and as you exhale, bring your palms to the front and try to bring your feet to the creases of your wrists and see if you're able to float your heels off the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, take a deep forward fold. Once again, releasing your arms. Take wrist circles, bringing your fists together and taking those circles with your wrists in the opposite direction. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Once again, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up, look up. Meeting me in a chair pose. Let's start to get into a flow, a quick flow. Inhale, bring your right arm to the back of the mat, and you're taking a simple twist. Open up, inhale, and as you exhale, once again, meeting me in a chair. And this time, lift your left knee off the ground, bending your knee. Your foot is parallel to the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, try to see if you can float the foot all the way to the back, meeting me in a warrior three. Staying there. Your arms can be by your side body or pointing towards the front. If you're taking the airplane arms, staying there for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, meet me in a high lunge. Inhale. And once again, taking that twist, left arm to the front, right arm to the back. Take a twist. Inhale. And as you exhale, your right arm to the back of your left thigh. Exalting your twist. Open up. Inhale, and as you exhale, coming to the front, meet me in a warrior 2. So bending your front knee, looking towards the front, meeting me in that warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, take that side angle. Your elbow can be on the knee, or you can drop your hand on the inside of your foot, extending your arm. You may extend all the way, taking that side angle, or you may want to take a half bind. Once again, we are trying to open the heart, open the chest, looking towards the ceiling. For 2, 1, inhale, extend, and as you exhale, bring both the palms to the front of the mat. Bring your right foot to the back, meeting me in a high plank. So I'll do a Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, and as you exhale, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, meet me in a downward facing dog. Quickly pedal your feet, looking from side to side. And as you inhale, lift your both the heels up off the mat, coming up onto your tippy toes. Walk all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. We are taking that chair pose, Utkatasana once again. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up, look up. Coming into the chair pose. Doing it in the opposite side, right arm to the front, left arm to the back. Taking that side twist. Inhale, as you come back to the center, this time your right knee bends and right foot floats off the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, coming into the warrior three pose. You may have your arms to the front or arms by the side, airplane arms. Inhale, and as you exhale, drop your foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, runner's lunge. And as you exhale, once again, taking that twist to the back, right arm to the front, left arm to the back. Inhale, and as you exhale, try to see if you're able to exalt your runner's lunge. Opening up your heart once again for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, sweep your arms all the way through, meeting me in a warrior 2 to the front of the mat. Inhale, reverse. And as you exhale, take that side angle pose. Dropping down your palm on the inside for that full variation. If you did take the half bind on the other side, please do so on this side as well. Inhale, and as you exhale, windmill your arms to the front. Kick your left foot to the back. High to low push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, bring both your knees to the mat. And let's all meet in a child's pose. Your forehead to the mat. Try to see if you're able to rock your forehead from side to side. Massaging that third eye center. Focusing on the breath. One more breath here before we go to our final flow. Just adding a bit for the current one that we're doing. Whenever you're ready, meet me in a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels up. With your tippy toes, come all the way to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up, look up. Come into your chair pose. And as you exhale, take a twist. Left arm to the front, right arm to the back. This time, as you inhale, coming up with your bent left knee, floating your left foot off the mat. And as you exhale, see if you're able to take a figure 4 pose, coming down. Inhale with your prayer arms. Try to see if you're able to take a twist. And as you exhale, gently coming up. And try to see if you're able to have a bent knee and take a twist. Opening your left arm. You may stay with your bent knee or extend your foot all the way. Coming to the revolved dancer's pose. open up, inhale, and as you exhale, kick your foot to the back and try to see if you're able to come into a revolved half moon. So you kick your left foot to the back and see if you're able to open up towards the side, meeting me in a revolved half moon for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend your left knee and grab it with your right arm. And inhale, open up. Try to kick that foot into the hand and hand into foot. Coming into dancer's pose for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, let go of your foot. Leave it, and your foot is coming to the back of the mat. Windmill both your arms to the front and kick both your feet coming to a side plank. Try to see if you are able to bend your left knee and lift your hips coming to a tree pose. Or you may drop your left foot towards the back and taking a wild thing, opening up your heart, opening up your chest. If you're in your wild thing, try to see if you're able to take a full wheel pose for 2, for 1. Inhale, and even if in your wheel or your wild thing, coming back to center. Inhale, left leg goes up, 3-legged dog. And as you exhale, coming down into your downward facing dog. Walking your dog, pedaling your feet, getting ready for the right side. Whenever you're ready, inhale, both your heels up, coming on your tippy toes, walking all the way to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Your next inhale, bend your knees, arms up, look up, coming to a chair pose, taking that side twist. This time on the opposite side, right arm to the front, left arm to the back, opening our chest for 2, 1. And as you inhale, this time bending your right knee, floating your right foot off the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, coming into a figure 4 chair. Try to see if you are able to take that twist with your prayer arms. Inhale, and as you exhale, once again coming back to center. Prayer arms to the heart. And see if you're able to take a twist with your bent knee. Opening up towards the right side. Or if you did kick the foot out for the full revolved Parivritta Natarajasana. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. Bring your foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, will come out into a revolved half moon, floating your right foot off the mat and opening up your hips for 2, 1. Bend your back knee and grab it with your left hand. Try to see if you're able to come up to a revolved dancer on this side. For 2, 1. Let go of your foot. Windmill both your arms to the front. And this time we'll be taking that side plank on the left side. So I'm switching directions to face you, but you should be taking your side plank on the left side. Bend your right foot, come into the tree pose. If you did take it on the other side, drop your foot, right foot to the back and come into a wild thing. If you're able to go to that wheel pose for 2, 1, whether in your wheel pose or your wild thing. So I'll meet, inhale, right foot up, and as you exhale, come down into a downward facing dog. Bring your knees down and take your hip circles in one direction, taking those circles in the opposite direction. We'll open our shoulders now. So let's all come down onto our bellies, palms by your chest. Walk your palms out, just a couple palm prints. And coming up onto our fingertips on both sides. Let me show you, so you'll have to be like this. Coming up onto our fingertips. Lift your elbows off the mat and inhale, chest up. As you exhale, drop your right shoulder and look towards your left elbow. As you inhale, coming back to center, drop your left shoulder and look towards your right elbow. Inhale, coming up. As you exhale, dropping your right shoulder, looking towards the left. On the opposite side, one more breath on each side. Staying strong on our fingertips. Inhale, open up, and exhale, come down. Whenever you're ready, bring your arms to the back of the mat by your side body. So you're facing on, you're lying down on your tummy, flat on the mat. Whenever you're ready, try to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstrings, and we'll take a locust pose. This is also called as a Salabhasana in Sanskrit. As you inhale, push into your chest and open up. Try to see if you're able to grab your wrists or interlace your fingers behind your back. And as you inhale, open your chest. This is level 1. Level 2 is to bring the tops of our feet flat on the mat, as you see here. And then as you inhale and open the chest, try to float your feet. And next level is to float your knees as well off the mat. As you inhale, try to see and make that C curve in your spine. As you lift and float the feet off the mat, your knees off the mat, holding for 2, 1, inhale, and as you exhale, release. Release both your hands and extend your palms to the front of the mat. As you inhale, bend your right knee and grab it with your right arm. Inhale, pointing your left fingers and toes in the opposite direction. Try to kick your foot into the hand into the foot. Open up. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. Half bow. Release, and taking that on the opposite direction, bending your left knee. Grab onto your left foot with your left hand. Inhale, open up. Once again, half bow. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. We'll be taking a full bow pose now. Dhanurasana. So try to bend both your knees and grab your feet with your hands. And to take your full bow, you're pushing and having that tight core. Inhale, extend, lift your heart, lift your chest, open up for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, release, pushing down, coming up. Let's all take our closing postures for this evening's practice. Coming up and take a seated posture. And whenever you're ready, meet me with your backs lying flat on the mat, bringing both your feet close to the glutes. Prepare for bridge, Setu Bandhasana. So pushing your palms by your side body, try to lift your hips as you inhale off the mat. If you're able to, grab onto your fingers, interlacing them underneath, you can go there. And option 2 is to grab onto your feet as you lift your hips up, squeezing your glutes for 2, 1. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. One last pose here. If you're able to take a shoulder stand, we can kick your feet off the mat and slowly lift the hips off the floor, coming into a shoulder stand. And if it's in your practice, you can take a plow pose. By bringing your feet all the way to the back. And whenever you're ready, let's all meet in an Amritasana with our backs lying flat on the mat, closing down your eyes. Whenever you're ready, in your Amritasana, with your eyes closed, palms by your side body, toes pointing towards the side. We'll do a quick closing meditation. Inhale through your nose, filling up your belly, holding at the top for 2, 1, and exhale it all out through your nose. One more breath. Inhale through your nose, filling up your chest and your belly, holding at the top for 2, 1, and exhale it out all through your nose. Closing down your eyes. Bring your attention to your feet, to the tops of your feet, and imagine as if they are melting down into the mat without any weight, feeling that weightlessness in your body, your calf muscles peeling away from your shin bones, dissolving into the ground, your knees, your hamstring muscles, your quadriceps, letting any tension go with every breath. With every inhale, direct your breath where you feel any tightness or tension. And as you exhale, soften down and release, moving up to your pelvis, releasing any tension in your trunk portion, your lower back. As you bring your attention to your lower belly, release any tension in your belly button area as you move up towards your rib cage, coming towards the center of our heart, the Anahata chakra, the heart chakra. Think of something that you are grateful for. It could be a person, a place, or a moment, something that fills your heart with joy. And let this feeling of gratitude wash you over like a warm embrace, because gratitude has the power to transform our lives. The more we are grateful for the things that we have, the more things we attract into our lives to be grateful for. As you breathe, moving your attention towards your neck, your shoulders, releasing any tension in your arms, your forearms, your wrists, fingers, coming back to your neck, releasing your jaw, releasing your tongue from the upper palate of your mouth. Soften your facial muscles, softening the area in between your eyebrows. As you inhale, coming all the way to the top of your head. Release any tension and bring your attention to your third eye center in between your eyebrows. Staying at your Ajna chakra. Once again, remembering to be grateful. No amount of regret will change the past. No amount of tension will change the future, but any amount of gratitude will definitely change our present. Thank you. Jai Guru Datta. Jai Sri Ram. Namaste.
Thank you, Yeshwanth. So very nice. I was sweating all along. Yeah, a lot of balancing. Thank you for the session.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, if no questions, you can drop off, or we'll stay for a minute for any questions.
Sister, just a question about the international the yoga day.
Yeah.
Is there a one in the Collin College in Frisco, or is just
No.
in? Yeah.
Only in the Irving Jefferson Park or Gandhi, around the Gandhi statue, right?
Okay.
Gandhi Memorial. So there's nothing we are not doing in Frisco Community College. We moved the location to the Gandhi Memorial.
Oh, it was before it was in Collin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's what we thought. But because there are multiple events, so we decided to join an existing event. So
Okay. Thank you.
we are the main partner. So I'll see you there.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cancer.